Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, or should I say good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Broadcasting live from the floor of GenCon50 at the corner
GenCon50
of Maryland and Capitol. Woo. I am here with Rico.
Yo.
I'm here with Caleb.
Hey.
I'm here with Kat. I'm here with Michelle.
Hello.
And I have Dave.
Hey,
And what are we going to be talking about today?
We have
The drug economy of Hogwarts.
Yeah, we have a very riveting Behind the Mask episode.
Very.
We're going to be discussing the drug economy of Hogwarts and which house would associate with which drug.
Okay.
Or drugs, plural.
Or drugs.
The drug economy.
Oh, yes.
Absolutely.
Now, I have no idea what we're talking about.
That's all right.
That's okay.
So-
we'll lead you by the hand. We'll give you a
Excellent.
Allow us to educate.
came in
wonderful. Yes, I did come in late. So
Okay, so they're...
hashtag Slytherin. What are we doing? What? Huh?
That's what started it.
Right.
Oh, is that what started it? I thought
Pretty
it would.
much.
We all
They're-
started talking about houses.
Yeah, we
Nice.
talked about our Hogwarts houses.
How I can never find any Ravenclaw swag.
So let's
Yeah.
so
And it
let's
sucks.
talk about
Yeah, it does.
houses.
Well,
Who's
let's
who's
list
got
the
what?
houses.
Yeah,
let's
who's-
list the
Yeah,
houses.
let's go around.
Well,
Yeah.
I imagine if we go around the table, we're going to hit them all.
We might not, because nobody openly associates with Hufflepuff.
Well,
That's true.
Unless they're really, really stoned.
That's also true.
wow.
So,
okay, so now I see where we're going here. Okay,
exactly.
Yeah, Rico,
So, Rico?
is a Slytherin. Proud of it.
Caleb.
Okay.
You know, I really don't know. I really be honest. I've never really come up with it. I've nailed
Okay,
a few.
so
The
Caleb
problem
is-
You know, there's a test
Here's
for
why.
that.
Here's why. Every time I take one of those tests that I go through, and I'm just curious, every time I go through them, changes my house. I go bounce around the houses.
So you're Hufflepuff.
So you're
then.
going to be the token
Go to
Hufflepuff.
Pottermore.
Have you
Might be
been? Yeah,
Hufflepuff,
go to
maybe.
We have to have a
Pottermore.
token.
Go to
You know,
Pottermore.com
I
to
did
get the
Pottermore,
official.
but I've done that a couple times because I screwed up my email address once,
Whoops.
and they gave me different things.
Oh, you
Uh-huh.
cheated.
Really?
Then you cheated your personality question.
So
no,
then,
I'm just terrible
Absolutely.
at
so
personality
that sounds
quizzes.
like Hufflepuff to me.
It does.
It does, totally.
Yeah.
Total
I could go
Hufflepuff.
For the purposes of this session, you are Hufflepuff. Congratulations.
That works.
Nice.
I'll take the hit.
All right.
You'll find out. They're
You'll
pretty,
take the hit and then you'll pass it.
Yeah, they're pretty
Puff
BA
pass.
later.
Yep. Hufflepuff pass.
Oh, is that what that Hufflepuff Puff
Hufflepuff Puff Pass.
Oh, I didn't
hey, we're
know
badgers. We can
that.
take it.
Oh.
High five for that, sir.
Nice.
High five for that.
That
Thank
was
you.
good.
Oh,
That was
wow.
good.
Crisp high five.
Okay, so I did not know that was going to be the thing.
Oh, that's
I-
totally-
Are
Well,
you,
we
are you
told
Totally
close to
taking
you-
a house test.
This is Behind the Mask with Gaming with Scott. Act like you've been here before.
Right. No, and that
Seriously,
works
have
with
you been
Jackson, but
Yeah,
not so much
but
with
not
me.
with you?
No,
Yeah.
but Caleb rolled up and he was like, "I think I'm Hufflepuff." Oh, did it not work?
Yeah.
Oh, it didn't work. I didn't do anything.
You got to tie that into
Here
your
we go.
system, buddy.
So I know I tried to do it the hands-free way, and I was like, "Oh shit, that didn't work."
Take two.
But Caleb, you were like, "I don't know," and that's it. And then we were all like, "Well, then that's Hufflepuff." And then I heard this,
There you go.
He found,
or at least that was the look on his face.
He found
when he was
a
like, "Oh,
sad trombone.
That's all right.
and he's been
was all
playing
good
with it
all over.
forever. So okay,
It's wonderful.
Kat, what's your house?
Ravenclaw, of course.
Ravenclaw."
Absolutely.
Yes.
Michelle, also
Ravenclaw.
a Ravenclaw.
Absolutely.
And got to represent Gryffindor.
So we have Ravenclaw, we have Gryffindor, we have Hufflepuff, we
And-
have Slytherin.
And I proudly and very much in that lawful evil bent will claim my house Slytherin.
Yeah, they're the best.
Really?
Power.
Oh yes.
Really?
So I
Oh,
think
yes.
I
was
think
tempted
we
by the dark
nailed
side.
all of them. Yeah,
They have
believe so.
cookies.
1, 2, 3,
And
4.
most prescriptions.
Yeah.
Albus was in there.
Yes. Absolutely.
Yeah.
There's
Don't
nothing wrong
forget
with that.
dads.
Albus was there.
The dark side will always win because good is dumb.
Thank you, Spaceballs.
No, good is not dumb.
So many times it's dumb.
Okay, sometimes good is gullible, but
Oh,
you know.
yeah.
There you go. That's
Did
a
you
good
know?
is
I
true.
told my daughter 8. She's just turned 9, and I said, oh, "Did you know gullible is not in the dictionary?" She's like, "Really?" And ran off.
The only time
Came back
that
and went,
joke will work.
"Father, it is too." And I
Do
went,
you work there?
"Okay,
Yes, but
Do you
you
work
just
there?
proved my point.
there you
Do you
go."
know Caitlin Neff?
Yeah.
She's
yeah,
my
I know
roommate.
Caleb. Yeah. Yeah, I've
Yeah.
known her from way back in LARPing days.
Yeah, Caitlin is my roommate. She works there.
Yep.
She's
She
working
just
on
started
your guys'
there a couple months ago.
Yeah, your guys' mobile platform thingy.
Yep.
We got
Beaners.
and
Oh, that was a
Wow,
little
that
off
was a
topic.
motorcycle.
That was a little off
That
topic.
was
Oh, and
motorcycle.
behind
That was
the
not even a
mask.
motorcycle. That was a scooter.
Wow.
One of those
Yeah,
super
and it
scooters.
was kind of
Wow.
lame because he did have the helmet on the back of it.
Yeah.
Oh, that's
You
brilliant.
know,
Yes, I
So
have a
as
little-
you can
So
see
at
with
that point,
behind
is
the
it-
mask,
is it
we
no longer a donor
tangent.
cycle and just
No.
a donor scooter?
We sometimes
Totally.
get lost completely.
What?
So we've got the Hufflepuff Puff Pass down at the end.
Oh, yes.
So I'm starting to see the tie-in with
Yeah.
the drug.
Hey, Caleb, did you bring
um,
any brownies?
How does that?
Well,
brownies with
I
love.
do have snacks.
Extra love.
Wow, I hadn't
Gamer
even,
snacks.
I hadn't even thought
Extra
about
love
the
that will have you in
edibles.
space for hours.
Yes.
Got a little corn chips in
So,
here.
other drugs.
Yeah, thank you very much for getting us back on track. All right, well, we were out smoking earlier before everybody got here, and we started to talk about
Nicotine.
cigarettes,
yes.
vapes, whatever, man.
Yeah.
Okay, just checking.
Just
What's in
smoking
the
whatever,
vape?
man.
It was
And we
in
s-
public. Don't worry.
No
Yeah.
Not in
puff puffs.
California.
And we started talking about what drugs would be associated with what house based on the type of personality that each house has.
Stereotypically speaking.
Yeah.
Right.
Absolutely.
And it started with Hufflepuff, and we started talking about the natural drugs that Hufflepuff would have. We'd have the cannabis, you'd have the mushrooms.
Yeah.
Oh,
Absolutely.
totally mushrooms.
Yeah, so the all-natural drugs.
They've got the
Various
greenhouses.
applications thereof.
Right.
Oh,
Yeah.
because they're all
Yes.
the herbalists.
Yes.
and they're
Yes.
closest to the kitchen.
And
Yeah,
and I
it's
think
true.
you have to include in that also opium because
Yeah,
again,
opium.
same thing. Really.
Yep.
Peyote.
And
Yeah.
peyote.
Yeah.
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 Peyote.
Yeah.
Slide that in.
So,
So
if you
that's
need
All
some,
natural, of course, organic.
yeah.
yeah,
Absolutely.
Right.
all
Yeah,
natural organic drugs.
If they can
you-
grow it and smoke it or eat it and get high, they do it.
Well,
They
I
do
mean,
Yeah, it's
like the
Hufflepuff.
the herbology teacher
Yes.
is, at
Huff
Hufflepuff
and Puff.
is the head of house at Hufflepuff.
That's correct.
So
Madam Hooch.
yeah,
Sorry.
no, Madam no, wait.
No.
No, Pomfrey's the nurse.
Pomfrey's.
Right.
Yeah.
Who's-
Madam Hooch is the,
Is the-
Quidditch
Oh,
rep.
Quidditch rat.
Right.
Oh,
Yes.
sorry.
Crap,
I'm crossing
what was-
teachers.
Crap.
What was
What's her
name?
name?
Oh my God, you nerds!
I know, right?
We're failing at
I'm
nerding
kidding.
right now.
Oh my God.
I'm
Sprout?
kidding.
That was a great fail on a roll.
Professor Sprout.
Yes,
Thank
Professor
you, Caleb.
Sprout.
Yes, excellent.
I'm cheating.
Caleb
Well-
with the
well done.
Caleb with the Google assist.
Well done,
Excellent.
Hufflepuff. 10
Yeah.
points to Hufflepuff.
Nice.
I would say -10 because he used the Google.
No,
Nope,
Hey.
I was smart enough
Well,
to
see-
look it up.
that's right.
Hufflepuffs have this problem with memory loss.
What?
Oh,
This is
what?
true.
Because
What?
of the puff pass.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
So, they
Yeah.
have the Google machine to help them. Sometimes you need
Oh,
Muggle
that works.
technology to
Right,
get by in the
right.
Wizarding World.
As long as you're not
Wow.
actually at school.
Don't ask those two about using Muggle technology. They wouldn't know anything about it.
Right.
Oh, but we
Yeah,
will.
whatever.
We will hawk the hell out of their prescription drugs. though.
Right.
See,
I
and that
own
leads
Yes.
into
Muggle
the Slytherin.
technology.
Save
Yes.
that for when we get to Slytherin, though.
All right.
We're not
Well,
at
We're still
Slytherin yet.
puffing. We haven't
Oh,
passed yet.
We're
right,
past.
right, right. Oh, okay, got it.
Exactly. Thank you.
So, because Hufflepuff is closest to the kitchen and they throw the great house parties because they have the green and the
They
organic
also-
drugs, we
And they
decided
invite
that
the Ravenclaws to the raves.
yeah,
Thank
We'll
you.
get to that later.
we all came to a conclusion
Absolutely.
that the all natural organic drugs is what Hufflepuff specializes in.
Yes.
Yes.
Along
That's-
with munchies.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Well, that
Right.
munchies come with those sort of
Well,
things.
they
That's
do.
just
Yeah,
only natural.
they kind of supply them together.
Right.
Like,
Yeah.
You're going
Raid
to
the
want these
kitchen.
after a couple hours.
Yeah.
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 And then you're going to want more of these after a couple more hours because
Yeah.
they got more stuff in them.
Right.
Right.
Yeah, exactly.
Exactly. See? Are you sure you're not a Hufflepuff in disguise?
No. Total Ravenclaw.
No, she just
I
has
spend a
several
lot of
Hufflepuff.
time with the Hufflepuff.
Hey, there's
Right,
nothing
several
wrong with being
Hufflepuff friends.
here.
Yeah.
that's right.
Yeah.
I hang out in the
Yeah.
kitchen a lot.
Right. Right.
What's wrong with that?
Yeah.
We're better
Yeah.
at growing the stuff. You're better at taking the stuff there. That's what you're saying.
We do other things with the stuff.
This
Yeah,
is true.
exactly.
That's
So
what-
what?
Yeah,
what- So what is Ravenclaw's
Yeah, we need
drugs
to
of choice?
move on to Ravenclaw.
So now that we
then.
have. Here, take this. We're already passing on to Ravenclaw.
Yeah. All right.
All right. So Ravenclaws.
Well, the Ravenclaws were all the
Getting odd looks
chemists.
from people walking.
So, we've got to be doing the acid.
Oh,
Acid, ecstasy.
Mind
you know.
expansion.
The potions
Yeah.
master might be a Slytherin, but Ravenclaw's
Right.
where it's really at.
Right.
If you
Now,
want
now
your
is
chemicals.
it really Ravenclaw?
Rave.
Is that
Well,
where we're?
I mean,
Yeah.
when the Hufflepuffs get together with Ravenclaws, we do put the Rave in Ravenclaw.
I was
There
going to
you
say, I
go.
bet that's a party.
Thank you.
And the Badgers put the
absolutely.
claw in Ravenclaw.
Nice.
It's okay, we like it.
Like
Yes.
Ravenclaw has the coolest of
Right?
the drugs
Thank
in
you.
their house. Like they're just
we are the hallucinogens.
yeah, they're the good ones.
It's
And
the
you got to
whole.
think about it. That's how we make our money.
It's the whole.
Yeah, it's like
Ravenclaws are
Hufflepuff is-
smart.
Hufflepuff
and it's
is the body high, we're the mental
mind-expanding drugs.
Absolutely.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Nice.
Totally.
So there's some crossover with the peyote and ayahuasca and all that fun
Well,
stuff.
yeah,
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Sure.
They don't want to spend the
I
time
mean,
in the
there's
dirt like
probably
you do.
a certain amount of crossover.
Yeah,
no
you
matter
grow
what.
it, we process it.
That's right.
There we go.
That's it.
So
We'll
Figure it
just
out.
take
Okay.
it naturally and the way it's meant to be, and then you make it.
They make it
enhanced.
wet.
We tweak it and make it better.
Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
You
cook it
synthetic
down
opioids
So
or
those
no?
those stronger strains that you've been
Those I think
growing,
we're-
you're
I don't
welcome.
think so.
Well,
Okay, I
Well,
wouldn't
yeah.
go so
I
either.
wouldn't go
Don't
there.
worry, we'll get to those. Don't worry.
I was
Yeah,
just
we're
going to
getting
say,
there.
We'll
I think
get
I
to
know
those.
how this is going to end up swinging
getting
around
there.
to this side of the
Yeah,
Yeah.
probably so.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
Oh,
okay. You can
okay.
steal it from us.
Yeah.
Michelle,
Yeah.
Slytherin.
Yeah.
Caleb and I have figured it out.
Yeah.
Hufflepuff grows it. We improve upon it. We're the reason they have the
Absolutely.
stronger strains now.
Exactly.
Ah,
Yes.
Nice.
Exactly.
That's where the
That makes
cooperation
sense.
comes
Yeah, I
in.
wish I
Yeah.
could be in the house of knowledge and mystery.
Right?
That was like
Yes,
my
that's for you,
favorite
prescription
house.
stealer.
Yeah.
That was my favorite house. I wanted to be a Ravenclaw so bad.
Yeah. Really?
Because I love that house. And then
Just didn't make
when
the
I
cut.
got
Yeah,
I
but,
got
I mean,
sorted
but
and I got sorted to Slytherin, I embraced it.
But
You
think
just went
about
to the
this,
dark
though.
side.
Yeah.
You wanted the cookies.
A Hufflepuff will never be
But
able.
you're
Nobody
still
will
wearing
ever be able to
Ravenclaw
get
colors.
into the
At least the
Ravenclaw
American
tower
ones.
if you're already screwed
True.
up on something because you go up there and they have to answer a riddle and you're like, dude, what? What? How do I get into my room? Shit.
Go visit the Hufflepuffs. It's a riddle that you only get when you're high.
Yeah.
Oh,
So,
Now that's
Stoner
a point.
logic.
Right.
Stoner
so
logic.
because
you're right.
Study
'cause
high,
here's
test
the
high,
thing.
score high.
Yeah.
there were
Absolutely.
a group of us who had a thought.
makes sense.
And I will shrink this story down
Thank
to its
Method Man and
shortened
Red
form. And we thought whoever made the Muppets had to be high as a kite.
Jim
So
Henson?
Jim
know
and his
he's
whole
taking
group,
some
you know,
serious-
that
Oh
was
my
just
God, guys! Lego Batman is outside.
What?
It is.
Yeah,
It's
Lego
yeah.
Batman.
Lego Batman is right behind you, Scott.
He's
Yes, he is.
fantastic.
nice.
And there's a photo op because people are
Yes.
taking pictures of him. You could totally give him bunny ears through the window.
You
I
absolutely.
think
can.
he already
Everybody will
has
be able
them.
to see it. Yeah.
The little
balls
sticks
on the
up there on
glass.
the
Yeah,
side
your
of
arms
the
are
Yeah.
too short.
All right, my arms are too short. That'll work.
Nice try.
So we had the idea that if we were to engage in some Hufflepuff,
Right.
then watch the Muppets, that it would be like this, you know,
That's just awesome.
existential,
Yeah.
Lego Batman.
super Lego Batman. That's awesome. That it would be this
fabulous.
existential, super special, like fantastic thing. So
Phenomenon.
So this, oh yeah. So much like if you add bacon to a Frisco melt, it just becomes a bacon cheeseburger, and you're
Right.
like, oh well, that sucks. I mean, it didn't make it any better. It actually made it worse. So we put on Elton John
Now I want
on
a
the
Frisco
Muppets,
melt.
and we thought, hell yes, this is what's, and we just get ripped. And the
Nice.
answer was, it was like, oh, well, penguins and pig Vikings singing opera together, and that's natural. We saw that coming. And then when you add in the chickens, I see what they're trying to do there. A little pedantic. And it was like, it was horrible. It robbed it all. It was like, here's the secret special rubric. And it was like, no, I see exactly what they did here. And all right. Like, so when it took all the mysticism out of it. It was like, it pulled the curtain back, and it was like, oh, I see what they were trying to do there. You know what I would have done? Yeah, it was okay. It was good. That part was funny, but and I was like, oh my God, this is the super secret decoder ring. It was terrible. It was, I couldn't.
Have you watched
bummer.
Meet the Feebles?
No.
You have not watched Meet the Feebles?
No.
Have you guys? Anybody?
No.
I'm
No?
unfamiliar
What
with
is
it.
Okay, so the guys who did South Park,
Uh-huh.
early days, wrote a show called Meet the Feebles, where it's basically the entire cast of all the stuff just redone with all the pot and the sex and all that kind of stuff thrown in there.
Nice.
It's Meet the Feebles. Go look it up.
All right.
I promise you, IMDb, that stuff. It is fantastic.
All right.
It's
Will do.
terrible stuff. But it's making fun of all the Muppets in the Sesame
Nice.
Street and everything.
Nice.
It's completely that stuff. It's fantastic.
Nice.
That's
So
awesome.
I think
then,
it's that
then
guy's
now so that is the service as we get from Hufflepuff through Ravenclaw
Right.
to the super secret riddle, which it turns out when I was high, it was just like, what
Oh, right.
is your name? And I went, oh, it's Scott. And they were like, well, come on in. And I was like, wait, that's supposed to be more than that. Exactly what you were thinking. When you get high, it sort of
Answer
takes
me
the
these questions 3.
Yeah, exactly.
exactly.
They call me Tim, and I'm like, okay. And then I was like,
No, green,
maybe
wait.
you don't need to be on drugs. If you're not on drugs, you're like, wait a minute. My
Right.
mind is blown. But the minute you do the drugs, it's like all of the things line up, and you go, oh,
Duh.
3.
Ducks in a row.
Exactly.
Yeah, and it's
Yeah.
like, oh, okay. Here. So no, I
Bluefish Tuesday.
Yeah, and you're like, duh, come on in. So maybe that's the answer there.
There you go.
Caleb has a picture over here, Scott.
There's Meet the Feebles.
Oh, dear Lord.
Scott has no
I have to see
peripheral
this.
vision, so
Okay.
if you need to get his attention, just
Yikes.
yell for Scott.
All right.
Yeah, it's fantastic.
That looks
Excellent.
phenomenal.
It's frighteningly awesome.
That is phenomenal.
Uh-oh.
I need to pass this around.
Okay. Puff,
Nice.
puff,
Pass,
pass.
there you go,
Puff,
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 There
pass.
you go.
There it
Yes,
is.
appropriate.
Oh, that is fantabulous.
Oh, it's a cult classic. It's great.
Fantabulous.
Awesome.
Nice.
Yeah, it's every single one of them's on on all the drugs.
Oh, yeah.
it's all
Right.
the back of the scene, behind the scenes kind of stuff
yeah.
that's going on, but they
Nice.
are real people.
Speaking of cult classics,
Yeah.
have you accepted our Lord and Master Cthulhu into your heart?
Well, I've got the Call of Cthulhu.
We
at
have
home.
Wait,
some.
what- do we have some literature?
We have some
Would you like to
literature
read
for
it?
you.
Oh, fantastic! You're here. Okay, wow.
Because there are those people out there that yell YOLO, and I'm like, whatever. It's Yasko. You
right.
only
Correct.
summon Cthulhu once, and
Thank
then
you.
we're all done.
That's
Exactly.
correct.
That's how that works.
Yeah.
Ta-da! And if you
See, we
haven't
kept this.
I have
accepted
the
our
orig-
Lord and Savior Cthulhu into your heart, then
I don't know if
I
he's so
have,
much of a
I
savior.
have the
No.
first edition.
No.
Lord
Lord
and
and
Master.
Master.
Lord
Sure,
and Master.
Exactly. Yeah.
well, Savior's how we get those people who have that hang up. You know,
right.
True.
well, am I gonna be saved?
Sure. Why not?
Saved from slaughter by the old gods, sure.
Yeah, no,
Saved
because you're gonna be
by
a
slaughter.
sacrifice early on.
No.
So you will
Exactly.
be saved
do
from
what
all
this guy
of that.
did. Do what this guy did. Take your own way out.
I haven't
Right.
read
Thank
that
you.
yet.
Saved.
Hashtag spoilers.
Right.
Sorry.
So
not sorry.
So
Not really
Ravenclaw
sorry.
synthesizes
second
this
handy.
up
Right.
and just really
Absolutely.
amps and
Yeah.
Absolutely.
overpower. That is always
Totally.
one of the.
And
I'm very
does
much
the-
like Rico. Ravenclaw. I've always been like, yes. If and then I got sorted into
so
Slytherin.
you're just
and-
jealous and are trying to date all
So
the
does
Ravenclaws?
does that mean that Slytherin is
I
all
wouldn't
the
say
Ravenclaws
jealous.
that didn't make the cut?
That's it.
I wouldn't say jealous.
No, that's not even the case at all.
Well, I mean,
But perhaps trying to date all the
of the most
Ravenclaws.
powerful-
Maybe
Sure.
it was
Roku
the case for
gone
you. By
behind
the
us.
way, the clans are parading
By the
by
way.
with a drum and everything.
Yeah,
and
Roku gone
maybe
places.
they're
There
just
you
not
go.
cool enough to be Ravenclaws.
all of the most powerful wizards are
Oh,
sorted into
snap, they're
Slytherin.
in armor
Just-
and everything. That is awesome.
If
Oh,
your
hey.
magic was
Oh,
stronger,
very
you
cool.
too would be a Slytherin. But unfortunately,
all I'm
it's not.
saying is that
Well,
if this is the
actually-
representation we have for Ravenclaw House, I'm thinking,
Just gotta watch out.
You're
for crimes.
biased. Shut up.
We've got the Tatas.
hey,
Yeah, that's
true.
true.
and the hallucinogenics.
Thank you.
exactly.
Right?
You just steal mommy and daddy's prescriptions.
Hey,
We make
you know what? We will get to Slytherin once we finish out once we figure out what Gryffindor
Yeah,
is
that's
doing.
actually the
If
Gryffindor's secret for
Gryffindor
Quidditch.
even does
Well, see,
anything,
and see, that was the thing. We didn't really discuss Gryffindor, but I did have a thought.
I have a thought.
And I don't know if this works or not, but we'll toss this out here. So Gryffindor is known for courage, right? So what then would be an appropriate drug? And I'm thinking PCP.
Angel dust.
Yes.
I'm thinking
Yeah.
PCP,
Yep.
just
Yeah.
because you could take on the world no matter what. Yeah.
I'm thinking of maybe a little bit of speed thrown in there.
Well, yeah,
You know.
yeah, a little bit of
I
speed.
think they have the courage to try anything.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah,
That's
there
the
you
other
go.
thing.
You want the
You know,
courage-
they stick with some things, but
You want
know.
the courage to get up and keep going? So what you're telling me is Gryffindor's drug of choice is 2 Advil. So that you could just keep going.
keep going.
Just be like,
Yeah.
you know, I'd say a handful of ibuprofen.
right.
Maybe, you know,
Yeah.
for, whoa, Quidditch practice was rough today. Can I-"
Either that or I'm thinking maybe just straight bourbon. You know?
Right?
beer.
Yeah.
Well, or
Yeah.
beer. I mean,
Al- alcohol could be
Alcohol
very
could
much
be Gryffindor's,
Gryffindor's.
yeah.
Yeah.
Butter beer.
You know,
Right,
butter-
they're
Butter-
always
butter
drinking
beer.
butterbeer.
Much.
They are fun.
Yeah.
That's a good
I
point.
forgot alcohol was a drug.
So
Yeah,
what
right.
would
Alcohol and caffeine and ibuprofen.
Liquid
There's
courage.
Gryffindor.
And nicotine.
And nicotine.
And
because
nicotine.
Stir
I
it
could
in a
totally
pot.
see like
Yeah.
Gryffindor, like with the whole Mad Men thing, you know, just with the cigarettes and the
Non-stop
bourbon.
chain smoking.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's totally Gryffindor.
Yeah.
It's like, "Arr!" and just
Yeah.
really angry all the time, you know.
Bit of steroids.
That's why they have the giant
Stero-
fireplace in their common room.
anabolics,
You can
there
just
you go.
pour the
Anabolics,
glass in.
yeah.
Yeah.
That's it.
Steroids.
You totally see
Power
that.
drinking coffee in the morning, chain smoking, anabolic steroids, alcohol at night to drown your. I'm sorry.
Yes.
So
exactly.
wait a minute. That means the Gryffindors have the keggers.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
hell yeah, they do. Now, see, you guys have the raves, and that's cool. But if you
Yeah.
want a good old frat type style kegger, you have to go to the Gryffindor.
Sexual
That's correct.
assault and all.
Absolutely.
Hashtag
Good
raping.
times were had
Now-
by
now-
all that could remember it.
Yeah.
Right, yeah. Now, does
Whoa.
that mean that the Gryffindors are the most likely to roofie or least likely?
That was my next question.
I'm
I was just
asking.
like,
went there.
whoa, Ruhypnol? Is that a
Right?
Gryffindor
Well,
drug?
see, the roofies
I
happen
really
at
think that
Gryffindor
that's more
parties, but no one
Slytherin, though.
remembers who did it.
Nobody remembers who did it.
correct.
I
Yeah.
see. I really do think the
So the Gryffindor-
roofies are more Slytherin style.
So- The
Because
Gryffindor
it's like, I'm
ladies-
just going to take that because I want
Yeah.
it. Because
The
See,
Gryffindor-
I don't think that
yeah.
I don't think that Slytherins would have to get all roofy on up in there because the notion is, if we wanted to engage with the ladies,
Yeah.
ladies are attracted to the power to begin with, and it's just
Right.
like, ladies, shall we?
yeah,
And there's
but-
no
to
real
the
need
point.
to
It's
roof.
more of-
There's no
it's
need to
more of the
roofie
bad
there.
boy thing.
But they are
It is.
It's
repulsed
the
by
bad
the
boy thing.
slime.
But
Yeah,
and
and the
Batgirl.
dungeon smell.
And if we are
Yeah,
to be fair, I mean they do
Musty.
have representatives like Crabbe and Goyle, and I mean really, do the ladies really want to hit that?
Whoa, 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 whoa!
Okay.
You
Maybe
use
in
the
the
word
face, like,
representatives
with my
when the rest of
knuckles.
us use the word minions. We all need to have minions.
Okay, but they're Slytherins, and so do you really think that they're really going to be women are really going to be throwing themselves at Crabbe and Goyle?
No, but there is a Slytherin phenomenon that's called leftovers.
Well, you
Good
know,
point.
That's a
That is a good
terrible,
point.
horrible thing to say. I get that.
there may be
Right.
some Hufflepuff hanger-on.
But Crab and Goyle are definitely like, oh, no, not her. No, well, okay. Oh, hey, ladies, you guys are still hanging around. I mean, that's like,
Yeah,
I mean,
okay.
it happens. It's a groupie
I'm,
thing.
I'm willing to go there. Sure.
Groupies and minions.
You know,
Right. Groupies and minions.
That's
Like
probably
the-
who
fair
uses the
enough.
roofies.
the blonde, maybe.
Yeah.
Oh,
Well,
yes.
then there you go. That,
that
I
would
didn't
be
even
it.
think about that because
Yeah.
there is the whole Slytherin
They just do the
peasants would
cupcakes.
use the yeah.
And that brings us to Slytherin then.
Actually, it
it
might be
does.
the other way around.
Damn you, Hufflepuffs and your cupcakes.
Nice. Cupcakes.
I prefer their brownies.
I like cupcakes.
Cookies. The cookies.
The
cookies. The cookies are good.
I like cupcakes.
I've had-
Cakes. You know what
I've
I'm
had
talking
some
about?
dangerous experiences with those cookies.
Oh, yeah?
Oh, they're really, really
yeah.
good.
Oh, yeah.
See, I
You,
think that-
you
I
smash all the cupcakes together and then you ice them as though they're one giant
One
cake.
giant
so that
cake?
you pull them off and you get like tons of extra frosting. So
Ooh,
good.
nice.
So what you should do is
Yeah.
actually, I bet that the Hufflepuff are probably actually just making connections between all the other houses and just laughing at it all.
Yeah.
Because they're like,
Yeah,
oh,
that
here
could
he's,
be happening.
you know,
I
create-
could see that.
Create the concoction to just, a brownie here and other thing here and see what happens.
Oh, so you're saying
Well,
that Hufflepuffs are actually the real manipulators then?
Oh no, we just have fun.
No,
with
they're
it.
just
No,
sitting
no,
back
they're
in the
just-
corner high off their asses and laughing at everyone.
Oh, okay, yeah,
Right.
yeah.
Throwing little bags of
More the stoner
concoctions
logic,
into
tying
the-
everything
Right.
together. Yeah.
Doing it for the
Yeah,
lols.
I see that.
Yeah, we have no idea what we're doing. We're just trying things.
with the most amazing of
trying to get
outcomes
high.
until the dawn when they go, oh man, I had this thing last night. What was it?
Oh,
Oh,
shit.
crap, I don't remember any of it.
All right,
didn't I
did
write it
anyone
down?
videotape?
We hope
I
the Ravenclaw
laughed.
wrote it down.
I
Right.
laughed for 4 hours and I can't remember what we were talking about. Yeah, that's
We
I
wrote
know
it
it had
down,
something to
but
do
it was
with
in the
the-
blood that was coming from the walls.
This is
yes.
I know it
yeah.
had something to do with
Thank
a
you, Cthulhu.
Slytherin, a Hippogriff,
What?
and
Thank you,
Hagrid, but I don't
Cthulhu.
remember what.
So,
Sounds like,
so
child
Rika,
problem,
what do you
so.
got here?
Oh, the Slytherin?
Yes.
The Slytherin, they are the purely chemically manufactured ones. We're talking about the
Synthetic
They steal
opioids.
mommy
Yeah.
and daddy's prescriptions.
Yep.
Ecstasy.
No, we're talking about
Percocet is one of my
MDMA
favorites.
Yes,
and
Opioids.
opioids, stealing
opioids.
like synthetic opioids, stealing like Muggle parents' Xanaxes and
Percocet, your joints
Percocet,
can
all
yeah,
bluster.
yeah.
Valium.
And
Yeah,
you know, it's a
Valiums.
lot easier to hide syringes in the dungeon because you don't have to worry about sitting on a couch and
Right.
finding one that way.
That's a good
You can
point.
just hide them in the cracks between the stones in the walls.
That's
Yeah.
true.
So
Yeah, so you know, heroin and stuff
Or
like
just
that
flush
you'll
them
find
down,
with
flush them
Slytherin.
down the
yeah,
the
a
water
lot of
chutes
your
and the,
synthetic
Probably.
opioid
Flush them down with the
prescription
alligators
drugs
that live underneath.
is exactly what
Dragon
Slytherin
and
would
Gringotts.
deal in.
Ladies
Yes,
and
I
gentlemen,
agree.
this public service announcement brought to you by House Slytherin. Do not do heroin. Just don't do heroin. Take
Please don't.
heroin off of your list. The problem with heroin is it's a wonderful compound. It will lock into the pleasure centers of the brain. It's absolutely a phenomenal high. However, once it locks into that Kiko, it will not unlock. So the problem you run into is, let's say you've got 100 pleasure receptors, and heroin locks into 2 of them. Yay! Well, now that you're done with that, you will only ever have 98 left. So nothing will ever be as pleasurable. Ice cream won't taste as good. Sex won't feel as good. Music will never sound as good. So when you keep trying to chase that next high, you keep filling in those receptors, and they never unlock.
And we're delicate flowers. We need the ice cream.
We do.
That's
we
true.
do. So boys and girls, avoid that one.
So get high on ice cream.
And Valium and Percocet are your friend.
Yeah, that too.
Handful
Xanax
of
too.
Xanax is not bad.
Xanax works.
Uh-oh.
Just hashtag just say. That's your
Any-
public service announcement from
I
Slytherin.
actually
Thank
have
you
a
very
badge
much.
ribbon, like one of the
Yeah.
stick-on badge ribbons that says delicate
That
flower.
sounds too good for
Nice.
Slytherin
Yes.
to give someone
I wish
else
I'd
a
brought it
public
with
service
me.
I need
announcement.
one.
Well,
That's-
That'd be
Everyone else is lesser than you, so why would you care?
well, because there are those
also have one that
Slytherin
says
out there
Kilt
who are
Inspector.
going to hear this, and they need to know that they're
That in
okay
fact,
with
that's-
I
it.
love
Yeah.
inspecting
They-
kilts.
Yeah.
That's really who my target audience
Yeah,
was.
that's the other Slytherin.
The rest of the people are going to trash themselves no matter what I say or what I do. That's not my
Yeah.
fault.
Yeah.
And I feel like
No, it's
the
not
All right, what's her
the-
drug of choice behind us?
Oh,
there she goes.
Hufflepuff.
Hufflepuff.
Yep.
Oh,
all natural, all natural, right
Hufflepuff.
there,
Yep.
all natural.
Funny, you can't always sort yourself into it, but you can spot them a mile away.
I also think that
It was the tie.
the Slytherins would probably
And
be
the
the ones
stockings.
responsible
Yeah.
for rohypnoling the drinks at the Gryffindor keggers.
yes.
Well, that's the only way
Probably.
the
I
minions
agree.
can get any.
Yeah.
Well, and that,
That's
and I
not true
hadn't
at all.
thought about it.
Really?
If
Well,
as
it
a
might be true.
Slytherin, I'm
I mean,
going to
you
visit
really have
a
to scrub
Gryffindor
hard to
Krager.
get that dungeon stank out of your tank.
Yeah,
I'm gonna bring a
The
sleeve
perennial
of
area to scrub with that bottle
Ruhypnol.
brush.
Yes.
Well, maybe it's the ugly blondes that are left over at the end of the party.
You're
Maybe.
missing it.
Wow.
Yeah.
All right.
Hey,
So you're
you
gonna
can be
bring
as
a
pretty.
sleeve?
You can be as pretty as I want you to be in the dungeon where there's no lights anyway.
Thank
That's
you.
true.
Right. Thank you.
But you were
All
saying.
candlelight.
But what I
Yeah.
was saying is,
Spoken like a true Slytherin.
if
Yeah,
I was
absolutely.
right,
Maybe a little torch.
I may stand corrected on the Ruhypnol thing because my thought it made my inside Slytherin giggle was
Uh-oh.
the notion
That's
of
always terrifying.
if as a Slytherin I'm going to go over and visit the Gryffindor kegger, I am going to take a bunch of Ruhypnol like a sleeve of Mentos around the party and go bloop, 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 bloop,
One for you, one for you.
Yeah.
When everybody gets one.
Everybody gets one.
You're
And
the
I'll
Oprah
just
of the
I
keggers.
BYOB. Yeah, I did. I brought my own because I wouldn't drink any of those. Go ahead. No, we're and then everybody's gonna have a fun time tonight.
Well, but you never know. It might counteract whatever the Hufflepuffs put in there to begin with.
Maybe.
Doubtful, but okay, sure. Go
Maybe.
with that.
Well, sure.
Yeah,
Why not?
yeah.
Have
Now,
use
see,
this to wash your
and of
brownie
course,
down.
I
Let me
do
know how
have-
that works.
Now I do have a question to pose to everybody because we've made the rounds now of all the houses and all the categories of drugs. What I'd like to know now is, so we have magic in the world.
Absolutely. I was going to get there.
So
Well, yeah.
what happens then with your various categories of alcohol, drugs, etc., when you apply a spell to it?
I would just like to bring up one small example from canon. Ron Weasley and Spellotape. Mm-hmm. I think it's about like that.
Nice.
Okay. Okay. All right. So you're saying what exactly? I mean, like,
Things
I know
go
what spellotape
haywire.
is, but okay. So if you use magic on, say, pot, what it hallucinates or?
No, I think
It probably just works a lot more slowly than normal.
Oh, okay.
Maybe.
So retards
And
the
it
effect.
giggles.
no. I think it
You can
depends
say
on
it
what
retards
you're
the
on.
effect, yes.
And what your spell
if,
is.
If I've had
Well, he
okay,
said specifically if you were on pot.
right,
Well,
right,
that's
right.
So in that
Well,
case, it would
yeah.
slow down and be
For,
like,
for an example.
Well, and that's
Yeah.
like so. Hufflepuff goes lightning bolt, and then it
Yeah.
takes a half hour to get across the room, which is really kind of odd. But
Right.
okay,
no,
sure,
no.
But it
you
would be
you
cool
do
to
the lightning
watch.
bolt, and that's how you get the awesome light show.
nice.
Oh, yeah, there you go.
There's your Pink Floyd.
true.
Oh,
Yeah.
The first 8 minutes of "Wish You Were Here," "Shine on You Crazy Diamond."
Now here's another thing, though. Speaking of giggling, what about nitrous?
Yes, please. Yes, please.
But we were saying like the synthetic drugs are like the ones that Slytherins do, and I don't see Slytherins doing nitrous.
They would.
Oh yeah.
You think?
I don't think we would.
Yeah.
No,
I don't.
no,
I
that's not
don't
cool
think you
enough.
would where
The
anyone
minions.
else could see you.
Okay, that's fair.
Because I just have this
Because I was like, dude, really?
Publicly, no, we wouldn't.
You know
Because in
what?
public,
We'll
those are-
have to take this offline, and
Those are the
In
dungeon
public,
parties.
the only time
Do
a
some trial
Slytherin will
runs.
willingly laugh is if someone's getting hurt.
I'll have to pull out my dentistry license, and we'll
Ooh.
talk.
Bye.
See, I just have this image of Draco Malfoy and Pansy Parkinson, like, just going, and that's just
I
in
love
my
that
head,
mental image.
right? Yeah.
See, and I see Snape going.
Oh God.
Can you imagine if Moaning Myrtle was on Helium?
That's all I hear.
Yeah.
Right. So, all right.
Moaning Myrtle's voice on Helium.
Oh,
Take a
absolutely.
moment and reflect on this and hear it in your mind.
Absolutely.
That is
Wait, was she the one that
wonderful.
was the,
The ghost in
from
the
the Chamber
bathroom
of Secrets?
Yes.
with a very
Yeah.
high-pitched,
Yeah.
whiny voice.
Right.
Yeah, that would
Put that on
totally
Helium.
Oh
eardrums.
man, now my ears
Yeah.
hurt.
Yeah,
You're welcome.
Actually,
They're bleeding,
it might
just
get
a
to a point
little.
where no one would hear it, except that dogs would start barking.
Ooh.
You'd only have
ooh.
Cerberus.
That would wake up
Fang.
the Guardian. Yeah.
You know,
Fang.
there's a
Yes.
reason we offed her,
No,
and
well,
I think
Fang-
her voice
no,
had
Fang's-
something to do with
Fang's
it.
too
Yeah.
far away.
Yes,
Right,
absolutely.
Right, Fang
Talking
is
about
Hagrid's
Cerberus.
dog, the Guardian that's inside.
Cerberus.
Yes.
Cerberus.
Is it
well,
Cerberus?
Fluffy.
Yeah.
Fluffy.
Well,
Fluffy.
Fluffy
Yeah,
is his
Fluffy.
name, but it's Cerberus.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's a three-headed dog at Cerberus, but
Poor
he's Fluffy.
Fluffy.
Yeah. Years
So-
like that. Ugh.
And hearing that times 3 because 3 heads.
Right.
Right.
Ooh, no, that's an
So,
unhappy Fluffy.
if Ravenclaws are engaged in their hallucinatory and you go lightning bolt and lemurs shoot out, I mean, it could be
Right?
anything that,
Wow.
yes. And then it's like,
Right?
what, really?
Look at this rebel scum.
Oh,
Are
rebel
you kidding?
scum.
I love
Scum.
Rebel Scum.
Well, for
He's
breakfast,
totally ignoring us.
that's fine.
He can
whatever.
hear us. We have a
You
loudspeaker.
can hear us.
Yes.
We know you can hear us,
Don't
rebel
act
scum.
like you can't hear us, rebel scum.
You-
Rebel
you rebel.
scum.
He's not
Keep
even paying
walking.
attention.
Totally
That's
walking.
fine.
That's fun. Whatever.
Yeah, well.
Yeah.
Anyway, so
Muggles. Anyhow,
Muggles.
oh, I'm
Cold place in
We
Hollywood
are saying all of this
for
out
rebel
loud,
scum.
aren't we? Oh,
Yeah,
I
that's
believe
so
so.
wonderful.
Yeah, yeah.
Yep.
Isn't
Wave
Stream of
if you can
Consciousness
hear us.
wonderful?
It is.
Somebody can. Nobody?
Hey,
You're
he
all
waved.
going to... Oh,
He
there we
looked out
go.
the door.
We
He
got
said
him.
wave.
Wave if you're paying attention.
We got... Oh, well, never mind. We lost the whole crowd there.
Yeah,
Damn.
Come on, we're at Gen Con. You're too broke to
Which
pay
is
attention.
a shame too.
Well, it's
because,
only day
right?
one.
Because
by day 4,
I
we'll
think,
be too
I think
broke
this
to
was
pay
a really
attention.
productive
No,
behind
day
the
2.
mask
I think it
to
is.
learn more about the adult side of Harry Potter.
Right, right.
Well, and
Speaking of adult side of Harry Potter, sorry,
No,
side
do it.
No
tangent.
shipping.
do it.
We're not doing shipping. That's not in this podcast.
There is now Harry Potter themed lingerie for all the Harry Potter fans that have grown up.
Really?
Oh yeah,
Are
look
you
it up.
serious?
Google
Okay.
it. I'll Google it. I'll show it. I'll
Alright,
show it
yes,
to
I
you.
wanna see
I
this.
believe this is.
I wanna see
believe
this.
is a thing.
It's a real thing.
Oh, I believe it. I
Lingerie,
just haven't
like
seen
actual,
it.
like okay, a Gryffindor
Well,
colored lingerie, or just like
Well,
is
we're
there
about- we're gonna
something
find
special
out.
I mean,
for non-muggles?
I would
I don't know
Like
what I got going on
red
here.
and gold thong and tie.
Nice.
Well, you
don't
know,
know.
I mean, I would totally wear a Ravenclaw corset.
Oh,
Right?
Right?
Yes.
I mean,
yeah.
seriously.
Absolutely.
Oh, yes.
Well, but I'm
Sounds
like,
almost
any
too
kind of
obvious.
course.
Of course, it
and I
makes us in the
could
vendor hall. Take
seriously rock
note.
that black and that vivid green banana hammock. I'm in.
Oh,
I'm in.
there you go.
I'd just be like, no, I'm sorry. That was too visual for an audio.
That's how you get the disco ball.
Right.
Aim a lightning bolt at that.
Thank you.
That's it. Lightning at the disco
Who needs to
ball.
wear anything other than those robes anyways?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, good point.
Seriously.
That's true.
Scott has an amazing story that happened recently about answering the door with the robe when somebody decided they weren't going to show up on time. You should.
You know, you said robe. I heard rope.
Oh well,
I heard rope
did.
too.
I heard
I heard
rope.
rope too.
Yeah.
I was like,
robes.
I was
Robes
like, well,
the, you
he
know.
has a point.
I mean, you know,
Yeah, I mean, seriously.
and really, I mean, Slytherins. You know, Slytherins are into bondage. So, I
Yeah.
mean,
Yeah.
Well, yeah. I mean,
Oh.
seriously, they live in the dungeon.
Don't
Right?
need to share,
Yeah.
right? Seriously, if you didn't know that
Come on.
going in, surprise.
yeah, it's no surprise.
Because
I
that's
mean,
what you.
and
If
come
you
on.
yell surprise, oh no, I'm sorry. We're no public service announcement.
Yeah,
You're
right.
right.
And safe
I mean,
words,
and
safe
gotta
words
be a
don't
surprise.
exist because of the gag.
And who among
no
No,
stop it.
everybody. It's so okay. Gryffindor. Let's go into the thing. There's like, well, the safe word. If you hear the word red, is the safe word because red is the safe word. No, it's goldfish.
damn straight.
Okay, it's something that's not. You're gonna go red because Gryffindors would do it. Maybe Ravenclaws would do it. We'd be like, that's not it. Keep
No.
guessing. Keep going. No, you should talk about that beforehand.
Right.
Safety says make sure that
I just-
if you like Aardvark, try Aardvark. Goldfish. You know.
You need something that kills the mood.
Punch
Yes.
and Judy.
Red rum?
Right.
Ru-
Well, red rum. It's not for
It
Slytherin.
depends.
That doesn't really kill them.
Yeah, I
For
know.
us.
I'm pretty sure
that might
Slytherins
enhance
are into
things.
snuff. I mean, really.
Yeah,
Well,
that's
we
true.
like
That's
all
true.
kinds of snuff.
That's not real.
Stuff. I don't know.
It's
What
not
did you
real.
say?
It's
I
not
don't
real.
know.
I
We
don't
were
know.
there.
Yeah.
It's not real.
That's how
I mean,
that
how
works.
many
That's not my fault.
how many among the adult community that's Harry Potter fans has not thought about the Engorgio spell? I mean, come on, really?
True story.
Yes.
There's whole
Spoken
memes
like a
on Reddit for that.
Gryffindor.
Oh yeah.
Wait, what? Who? What?
Just go on Reddit. I promise you, there's something there for it.
Oh,
Right?
no doubt.
Always.
Oh, I'm fully aware.
I believe that for sure.
But the notion of the only go-to is okay. So I have to throw this out because it's
Expelliarmus?
Expelliarmus, right?
Ooh.
That's where I was going.
Yeah.
Oh.
Seriously? Only if it worked on clothing,
Right.
or like could it be Expelliarmus anything, and you just stand there and go Expelliarmus, Expelliarmus, Expelliarmus. Expelliarmus. Oh, hey,
Hey,
there
you're
we go.
naked. Okay.
Ta-da! You got nothing left to Expellius, huh?
Yeah.
When we're getting on to that
Or for that
level,
matter, or you
we
could
gotta
go the
step
other
back.
route
We got to
and
step
go,
back a little bit.
No.
Uh,
Well, go
Axio.
ahead.
What about
Axio
the
rope.
that
Yep.
author that they hired as a teacher, who is
Nicholas
excellent?
Flamel.
Yes.
Yes.
Who's excellent at memory charms.
Oh no,
And
Gilderoy
had
Lockhart.
Gilderoy Lockhart.
Yeah.
Oh, Flockhart. Okay.
So Lockhart's full of these memory charms.
Right.
He has flocks and flocks of lady admirers,
Yeah, that dude's a creeper.
and he's been given
Totally.
access
Total creep.
to a bunch of teenagers.
Yeah, total creeper.
Can you say he doesn't need hypnol?
Right.
He just goes, "Oh, you don't remember this," but
Yeah. Thanks for playing.
yeah.
That's a thing. Very, very good.
I mean, really, somebody should have talked to Dumbledore about hiring him.
Yes, this is true.
Yeah.
This is true.
Yeah.
Yeah. So,
So-
did you find it, Rico?
So from there,
Yes, but I need to connect to the Wi-Fi because some reason right here by the big window and the open door, my 4G's not working.
wow.
That figures.
Alrighty. There
Hashtag
it
first
is.
world problems.
Yeah. Hashtag Slytherin problems.
Yeah.
What a
It's
muggle.
not my fault.
I mean, if you
Just
can
wanna
get
work.
reception in the dungeons,
Yeah, we could get reception in the dungeon.
Well, we have our own repeaters put in the dungeons. That's
Yeah.
that's by design.
Oh, yeah.
This particular dungeon obviously was not ducked out very well, is what I'm saying. Hooray!
That's true.
So yeah, it's all kinds of. So whose party would you rather go to?
Ravenclaw,
Good
Hufflepuff.
question. Yeah.
No,
Really?
it'd have to be Ravenclaw Hufflepuff mix. I mean,
There's a
it would
princess
totally-
outside.
Woohoo!
Yeah, princess.
So next time, I'm
Princess
learning
Draken.
we have to put Cat on the couch so that she's not facing the window o distraction constantly.
What are you talking
Because
about?
she's just like,
Oh,
yeah.
see, there we go.
All right,
Red,
well, yeah,
dog,
I was about to
stormtrooper,
say,
squirrel,
we
octopus,
put
what?
Oh, see, yeah.
And a
there-
princess.
there it is.
And a princess.
Yeah, there it is.
Hey.
There it is. There it
Scott.
is.
When Rokugan walks past
Hello.
you can't stop and look. You have to.
Yeah, yeah,
You
yeah.
have
yeah.
to.
Right?
Yep.
Yep, yep, yep.
It
Oh,
exists.
yeah, hold on.
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah.
Yep, that is a thing that
Is that
exists.
You have
suspenders?
to get a closer look.
I think so.
Yeah, those are
Does your
suspenders.
phone not have pinch zoom? How does
It
this
does.
work? Oh,
It
unfortunately.
does. It's just not.
It's just not
cooperating.
working on there. All right.
But
I'm
you-
a
you can't- you
posterior
can
man,
go-
to
you
be
can
perfectly
go-
honest.
Absolutely useless to have suspenders on
Is
those.
that a G4?
Yeah.
Right?
It's a flex, actually.
Oh, okay.
Because I have been, and I have to go on to say, and this is
old
even a con goer PSA that I
Yeah, so she's
have
got her wand.
been
Nice. Gotta have the wand.
I
complimented.
got a wand for her.
Right?
Oh, yeah.
I have been
you need that in
complimented
Gorgio? It's
at,
kind of a
at
small
the
one.
at the
No,
ability
no, I
to
don't.
maintain eye contact.
Well, I don't know. It's been a while. I might.
I doubt
It has been a while.
But
Yeah.
Depends on
alrighty.
which drugs he's had.
Nice.
True.
That's fair.
So that puts all of the Cialis and Viagra and all of that into House Slytherin too, doesn't it? That's
Absolutely.
Probably.
It's
Yeah.
completely saddening.
You're probably
Yeah.
actually dealing it.
On
Yes,
the down low.
Absolutely. No, on the billboards. There ain't no down low about
You know,
it.
we brought to the Wizarding World. We brought everybody
There you go,
that
Scott.
Ambien alcohol.
Oh,
combo.
very good.
Yeah.
We
Lovely.
We
Yeah,
we hooked everybody up with that.
That
So
is
we're not
phenomenal.
so
Oh, see,
bad.
there you go.
So I was complimented.
All right. Well, if you already found it,
have
I'm going to
been
stop looking for
regularly.
it.
Yeah,
You're not gonna
Yeah, we
found
already
it.
got it to come up.
We already got the pinch zoom of
So you're still
that young
learning, Rico. Don't
lass's
lie to us.
posterior. I was very happy with that.
Yeah,
Seriously, I'm still trying to load this stupid web page.
yeah. Why?
Yeah, don't
Whatever.
do that.
I've been there. Been
Well,
there,
because you've already done it, so I'm going
Right.
to say I just wanted to
There
see
you
it
go.
for
Yeah.
myself.
Got the T-shirt.
That is the only
Right.
one, though, that I
And the
found is
reception.
that one particular
Absolutely.
outfit.
Huh.
I've gone to several different sites.
Oh,
and it
it's
just
all
keeps
about
going back to that
Gryffindor.
one.
Whatever.
Of course, it's
Well.
all about Gryffindor. This is something else we talked about earlier.
What?
Because the
Because
Ravenclaws
all
are
the swag-
neglected and
Yes.
abused, and so are Hufflepuffs. Now,
Yeah.
Hufflepuffs are getting more now with Fantastic Beasts coming out, but still, the Ravenclaws are still neglected and
Yeah.
abused
Yeah.
in the
Come on,
marketing
man.
world.
Oh, I'm sure.
I
Because
don't
you guys
know
are
about
buried in your
abused.
books. Why do you need merchandise? You just want a book.
Right, exactly.
Whatever. We want swag to
That's
carry our books in.
exactly.
Yeah. Well, who
Yeah.
That I
doesn't
can
want
understand.
swag?
Make your own.
Yeah,
You got the knowledge.
Well, that's what we have to do.
exactly.
Isn't that sad though?
It is. It's very sad.
I mean,
hope-
we have to make sure that people know that they are more than welcome to feed us books.
this is true.
Yes.
Yeah.
Right.
So we
Good
need
point.
book bags of holding.
Yes.
Big, massive
bags.
ones.
So how do Ravenclaws survive in this particular paradigm? Do you find capable Slytherins that you can ally with that can get you the swag you need, or is this just do you guys just suffer in pain and torment and sort of aloneness with the Hufflepuffs? And I don't count them as actual company.
Well,
We
Thanks.
mostly just rage in silence.
Hey,
and
no
angrily
worries.
Read a book.
absolutely.
Oh,
yeah,
all right.
yeah.
Yeah.
Or just go
Yeah.
trip balls.
Oh, okay.
Well,
yeah.
see,
One of the
that
other.
would-
Sure.
that would be
the
my
solution.
answer. That would be
Right,
my
yeah,
answer.
totally.
Yeah.
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 I mean, that
I mean, I
has to
might-
be why you
and-
don't see
and
us
then-
everywhere, because we're always tripping balls with the Hufflepuffs.
And
Right.
then
See-
when the creative streak hits, then you're going to the sewing machine and playing and making some fun stuff.
Okay, there you
Absolutely.
go.
Nice.
Sketchbook.
Or
Sketchbook, yeah.
Whatever floats your boat.
Yeah.
But I have to say, I would have to hang out with the Ravenclaw Hufflepuff parties because that's totally much more my scene, personally
Yeah.
speaking. You know,
I would
yeah.
I mean,
much
I'm
rather trip
Gryffindor,
balls than
but-
get drunk.
Did you
and
say?
throw
Right.
up.
Did you say sewing machine?
Sewing
Yes.
machine.
We got magic. We don't need sewing machines.
Whatever.
right? You just go.
Whoa,
flick.
which of us can't
but
make
sometimes-
magic on a sewing machine?
So-
okay.
Oh,
Sometimes you like that mechanical thud of the sewing machine going.
So what you're
It's
saying
not
is
natural.
sometimes
It's got a
machines
good
are
rhythm.
better.
That's electrical.
It does. It really does.
Muggle
the
equipment.
adjustable foot
Some,
speed.
yeah,
So,
cat.
Kat, you're saying
Yeah.
sometimes machines are preferable?
I mean, whatever you need to get the job done.
There can be
Right,
moments.
and there it is.
There are times.
Yeah, there you go.
Is yours gas
Exactly.
powered?
Yeah, I don't know what happened. I could have sworn we were in the bedroom. She was down at the end of the bed like she was trying to start a goddamn lawnmower. It's just. I thought she was going to pull her shoulder out. I was like, whoa. Later in the evening, though, I was like, oh, I get it.
Yeah.
And then in the morning, you think, when did our bed get a pull cord?
Yeah. You're like, well, it was a 2-stroke lawn boy that
Two-stroke.
It was only a 2-stroke.
Sorry.
Well, the 2-stroke explains the smell.
Right.
Oh,
Exactly.
yeah.
There you go. I thought it was
Mix that
friction. No, it wasn't. No.
No, it's that gas oil mixture. Gets you every time.
That's
Two
right.
strokes are definitely something that a lot of gamers can identify with. I will
Whoa.
Just saying.
Hashtag Gryffindor.
Suck it, nerds.
Yeah. He said, suck it, nerds. Oh. Wow. Okay, I think we've completely lost control at this point.
This is behind the mask.
wow.
These are our fun segments.
Exactly.
I love BTM.
Suck it, nerds. How about
The
that?
masks were
Anybody in
actually
the crowd
ridiculous
heard
idiots.
that one? Suck it, nerds. All right.
They still don't
Still
care.
no reaction.
That's
No,
fine.
no reaction.
That's fine.
No reaction.
I mean,
You know what we need?
I could probably
More
strip
volume.
down naked.
No,
and
no, don't
everybody
do
would
it.
just be like,
Don't
yeah,
do it.
whatever.
Okay,
We'll get-
don't do
don't
it.
do it.
Man.
We'll get
No, I'm
him.
not saying I would. I'm just saying.
All right.
Could, but we'll not test that theory.
No, I don't want to. But
Alrighty.
I'm just thinking that would be about the same reaction, as we've
No,
gotten
it's
so
only
far.
day one. People are still in the vendor hall buying stuff.
Oh, yeah.
It's going to
Yeah.
be here
Oh,
all
yeah.
weekend.
That
Right.
horde was nuts.
Yeah.
I'll bet it was.
I didn't.
Yes.
Oh, that sea of people would have been massive, considering they're sold out this
So
year.
that joke originally pertained to anal beads and the similar motion of trying to start.
I like how you're
lawnmower.
trying to whisper when we have.
Right? Okay.
You're trying to
It's
whisper
just like,
when we have a loudspeaker.
But
so
really, I mean,
whispering
if
isn't
you
really
if
going to
you
get
move
the job
that
done.
fast, you get what you're asking for.
Exactly.
Keep the baby wipes handy.
Right. That's
yeah.
all I'm saying.
Clorox baby wipes. They're
Oh,
stringent
yeah.
in there.
Maybe some
not?
plastic sheets. I
Can
don't
we
know.
not?
Yeah.
I didn't even
Yeah.
use that word.
Drop
I didn't use that
cloths,
word.
I'm starting to get
Yeah.
sick.
Yeah, that'd be.
Lysol.
starting to- I
like
wanna-
Lysol.
Enrico
Yeah.
Queasy.
I want to eat my lunch before I throw it all back up.
Oh, I'm sad
You
now.
asked
So,
too much.
D-Law told me that Dragon's Delight is an amazing beer.
Is it? I heard it was really
Oh,
good.
is that
too.
a Gen Con beer this year?
That's
Yeah,
the
that's the
Gen
Gen
Con
Con beer
that's-
this year.
I
So
heard,
after we
yeah.
wrap this up, I'm
I've
going to
heard
go
it's
get
potent.
lunch.
Okay.
It's like
Yeah.
7.5 to like 10.5.
I have
Yeah,
heard
It's
it.
really
Yeah.
strong.
It's really good.
I was
That's
gonna
a big
pick some up
range,
last night.
Rico. Can you narrow it down?
No, I can't.
7.5 to 10.5.
No, I
No,
can't.
he can't.
Oh, okay.
It depends
He'll
on if
find
it's
out when
red
he reads it
dragon,
on-
blue dragon, green. Never mind.
That's true.
Black Dragon.
Yes,
But
black dragon.
most
I prefer
most
the metallic
Belgian
dragons,
blonde
thank you.
ales like that range from
metallic
7.5 to 10.5. That's why.
Well, and that's the kicker is they could
it's a
have
bronze
done
dragon.
the red dragon, green dragon,
They
and
could
then
have,
the
yeah.
porter could have been a
That
black
is a
dragon.
lot.
And you do,
Yes.
Absolutely.
Yes,
Dude.
totally.
Do a pale ale for the, or no, not a cream ale for the
silver
yellow
dragon.
dragon or
Yeah.
Silver
Yeah.
dragon.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
A nice lager for a gold dragon.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. Exactly.
Yeah.
I'll stick
And then
with stouts.
and then put
And
them
then
together.
a red for the red dragon.
Right,
Right.
right. The red,
Yes.
yeah, you're red, and then put them together in a Tiamat 6-pack.
Yes.
Right,
That would be awesome.
I'm just like,
Oh,
there it
you need
is.
to remember this because that is $1 million idea.
Sun King, are you listening?
Yes.
No,
Right.
they better not be. They better not be listening.
They are listening. We put some promos out, and
Oh,
they
shit.
like us. But yeah, you
Dang
put it
it.
together in a that
Right.
is a
Well, hey,
$1
maybe
million
they'll give us
idea.
credit.
You
is
could
it
have
not?
sold that to them.
I will.
Oh no, we still can.
I will. That's
No, no,
intellectual
make it-
property there. That's copyright. Gaming
Exactly.
with Scott
It's already on your
2017.
pod. So
All right,
Exactly.
absolutely.
That's ours.
Tiamat
So-
6-pack, copyright GWS.
Yep,
Yes,
there it
exactly.
is.
There
And
you
we'll
go.
work with you on some kickbacks of
Yeah.
a 0.5%, 1%, whatever.
Okay.
Are you kidding? I
get
thought
a
you'd
little
get your
love there.
kickbacks and beer.
Shh.
Oh,
That-
okay.
that-
Little
And
bit, little
and
bit.
some beers. Yeah.
And
yeah.
some beers.
A little
Little
column
bit.
A, little column B. Yeah, thank you. Yeah, exactly.
All of column C.
All
All of column
good.
C.
Nice.
For every 100 beers
so long
they
as,
sell,
so long
you
as
get
I can
one.
get like a free
Yeah, there you
6-pack
go.
of the silver dragon.
1%.
I'm fine.
Yeah, fair
Yeah.
enough.
Okay.
All
Cool.
right, good.
Awesome.
Good.
Woo. All right.
Yeah.
See, we're all kind
Tiamat 6-pack. That was genius.
That really was genius. See, there
Oh,
you
some
go.
marketing skills too.
I know.
God, I love this
This
podcast.
is
I
a
know. You guys
package.
are
This is a
great.
full package, right? You're on Gaming with Scott, baby.
Yeah.
That's how this works. You're hearing it here first. We have cleaned out half of this section right here. They're just
Everybody's leaving.
actively fleeing, which is fine. That's perfectly
That's
fine.
all right.
I don't-
Security's already been around once or twice
there is
to
I know,
to
right?
look up
Listen
to
this
look
fall.
out
Right.
on us.
You
Yeah.
did see the cop come by earlier, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
He didn't care. He was
No, he
just
smiled at us.
Yeah.
Well done.
he was
Yeah.
excited somebody was here in this corner doing something other than looking at their cell phones.
Right.
Or sleeping.
And
Yes,
sleeping.
Or sleeping.
and loitering.
And
Yeah,
loitering.
true.
Yeah,
Sure.
not
Yeah,
any of
Or
that.
ghosting.
Yeah, or
Yeah,
go
ghosting.
Oh, shh! You're bringing up a bad word. That's a bad word for the con this weekend.
Absolutely.
Hey, I did it back before it was cool.
Do we have anything else we need to bring up in this behind the mask
I think
before I
we-
go get
I
drunk
think-
and get lunch?
Unless we're going to talk about Slytherin kinky sex, then no.
All right. Well,
Yeah, we don't need to see that.
We'll just leave it at their common
See,
reason.
that's why we have a
bondage.
light switch. Hufflepuff.
I
you
would
don't
like to
understand
a
thank-
torch
anything.
switch. What are you talking about?
Right, I have a torch
Exactly.
switch. It's,
There you
again,
go.
you said it. We have magic. Click. It's dark
Yeah.
in here now.
Yeah, you just pull it with a little
Yeah,
flipper.
with a little
The
flipper, and we're done.
illuminator, yeah.
Yeah,
illuminator.
and then we're done. And it just and holds those
Oh, yeah.
in there. And then we're
So who has the best orgies, though? That's the question.
I would
You
have to
thought
say
we were
probably
done,
Hufflepuff.
didn't you?
Hufflepuff.
now I'm
Yeah.
thinking.
Ravenclaw spends too much time thinking about it before they do it.
Exactly.
Yes.
Yeah,
Well,
we
And
we
I'm
have the
saying,
best
I think,
positions.
We read the,
Gryffindors have the
porn
best
lit.
orgies because
Yeah.
they're just
Yeah.
going to jump right in.
Yeah.
This is true.
I mean,
this is true.
really,
Yeah.
This is true.
yeah. So there you go.
Yeah,
you
no,
got
he's
bondage for the
absolutely right.
Slytherins, orgies for
He's
the Gryffindors.
absolutely right.
Yeah.
Something plain and boring and missionary for Ravenclaw.
Yeah, probably.
No. They've got copies of the
no.
Kama Sutra. Thank you.
We,
No,
we have
see?
a special section of our library.
Thank you.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah, all right.
See, that's
Yeah.
where I went.
You
was,
aren't allowed to see it, Slytherin.
Was
It's our own restricted section.
That's fair.
Right.
That's fair.
Very restricted.
so Ravenclaws are I would imagine. Please, we have two sitting on that side of the table. Please correct me if I'm wrong. I'd like to bounce this off.
All right.
Ravenclaws are very much like dating a Catholic girl.
Oh.
Okay.
There's a lot of thinking. There's some hesitance. But once they figured out, well, I'm going to hell, what are you going to do? Send me twice? Anything. Sky's the limit. Like,
Ooh.
wait a minute. Oh, well, if I'm in the deep end, I might as well swim around. If the shoe fits, I'm going to lace that bitch up and tromp around this
because
place.
it's better to ask
Absolutely.
for forgiveness
Yeah.
than
Yeah.
permission.
Right?
That's true.
Yeah.
Okay. Like,
Easier,
oh,
at
well, we
least.
went across that line. Well, then I'm over here. I might as well explore the place.
Yeah.
Right?
I'm already here.
right? Okay.
They
just,
have researched their safe words
Yeah.
beforehand.
absolutely.
Oh, yeah.
And to come
Yeah,
up with
yeah,
the
yeah.
best ones to use and
question is,
the
do you-
ones that you can get around a gag.
The question
Oh,
is,
they would have
There you
all,
go.
Yeah.
they would have all the tantric knowledge too.
yes,
Yeah.
they would.
Yeah.
Well,
True.
now see, I think
Not-
you're going over into the Slytherin side of things because you're talking about safe words and bondage and shit.
Well-
That's
Yo,
really
bro,
the
it's
Slytherin.
it's
Yeah,
totally
it's
cool.
Ravenclaw.
From
Anything
Ravenclaws,
goes.
it's, hey, I read about this thing. I want to try it.
Okay,
Exactly.
I get
Yeah,
that.
absolutely.
Yeah.
It's totally
Yeah.
cool.
But where does
Totally
that
go
leave
for
us
the
with
experience.
Hufflepuffs then? Where does that leave us with Hufflepuff?
They're the boring ones.
Oh no.
Well, I don't know.
No.
No, I don't think so because
get
if
down
they're
and dirty.
doing the
What are you talking
the all organic stuff that includes
we're just out in the woods.
the shrooms and
true.
the cannabis
Right.
and you would have to
I
think
mean,
the free love
we
era
supply them
in
with
the
ecstasy.
70s.
Oh,
Absolutely.
okay. So
I
the
think,
So it's
I
like the
think the
summer love all the
Hufflepuff
time
would
in
be
Hufflepuff
the
Common
free
Room.
love, the free love orgy.
You ever heard of
scenario.
First of May?
Yeah,
So there must
Have you guys
be.
ever heard of First of May?
Are we talking
That
about
was us.
Beltane?
Oh, okay.
That was us.
So there is, definitely a clothing optional wing of the Hufflepuff.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
absolutely.
Clothing
Common room.
absolutely.
optional?
Room of
No,
requirement.
that was easy.
Yeah.
We should
room
have
of
just
requirement
remembered
would
the.
be really fun.
We should have remembered
Yeah.
the first part of
Yes.
the conversation. We'd have answered that really, really quick.
That's true.
Yeah.
Well,
Good
and
point.
that being, I think Hufflepuffs were the one that invented the toga because they were at the table. They'd already had brownies. Then they had their snack, and they were like, oh, shit, I got to answer the door. And they just grabbed the tablecloth and kind of put that over here and went over to the thing. We're done here. They
Yeah,
were like,
exactly.
it was right there. Oh, and besides, if I lay down, I can make a sandwich on this thing. I mean, it's
Right?
And I don't have to worry
works.
about it getting
Yeah,
clean,
exactly.
man.
Right,
You know?
right,
Yeah.
exactly. There's always another tablecloth, is what I'm saying.
Why
Yeah,
is
that is
Hufflepuff
right.
so cool?
I know, right?
I don't know.
I'll be the first to admit it.
I think
Hufflepuff
really
is pretty
what,
cool.
what we're really saying here is, or what you guys are saying here is that Gryffindors are really like the shit then, like the bad type of shit. Like everybody else has got something.
No,
cool.
that's totally us over here. We are the bad. Let's
Yeah.
not
Well,
get
but
that
you guys have
confused.
got bondage, and you've got prescription drugs, and then
That
they've
we
got
stole.
Then- and then they've got the
Gryffindor has more of like the
hallucinogens.
frat bro
Yeah,
bad.
and that
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
as the
Yeah.
more we talk about this, the more I realize I really don't fit that Gryffindor image.
No, no.
That's just
so,
not me.
So here's the
So
thing.
are you
I think
reconsidering your house then?
Probably. Yeah.
I think the problem that we're seeing here.
We'll take you
okay,
into
and-
Ravenclaw.
And let me
Yeah.
help translate this into
Please.
a way that
Please.
might be more
Sure,
palatable.
Hufflepuff would be happy
Is
to.
in the wizarding world,
Yeah, true.
okay, wizards make people uncomfortable. The idea of magic, the idea muggles would be put out of their comfort zone with this. Gryffindor, I believe, was presented as being the vanilla option, the
the
heroic
base option.
the yes,
Yeah, okay.
the
All right.
missionary position lights off, like we're real simple, we know what we're doing.
So-
It would be the most comfortable for the muggles to.
And that's what I thought.
So does
Hufflepuff
that
was
make
supposed to be.
Ravenclaw Rocky Road?
Moose tracks?
But Dave, you can't change house. You put the hat on,
I
you
know.
took
Yeah,
the hat
chunky
off,
bits.
Yeah.
you're locked into your house, you're
Yeah.
stuck. So you got 4
sucks.
years, you're stuck.
Dude, that sucks. 7 years, not 4.
7.
Yeah. I wonder, has anyone ever changed houses? I mean,
I don't
I've never.
No,
heard
I
of-
think you're pretty stuck. Yeah.
alright.
Well, unless
mean-
you appeal to the Sorting Hat.
No, but that's only during the sorting hat phase. Once
That's
the hat
true.
comes off, you're stuck.
Yeah.
Although
Yeah.
I bet
well,
you
if
got
the hat's on
you're-
your head,
you're
you
in
can
there.
choose.
Yeah, that's true.
That's
But
right.
then you're stuck.
You can
Right,
appeal.
exactly. So,
Yeah.
yeah. All right. Well, I guess I'm going to be stuck with Gryffindor then.
Yeah.
Yeah, Harry should have been a Slytherin. That's where all the powerful wizards go.
Yeah, well.
Yeah, but
whatever.
it wasn't about Harry.
Well,
That's why
well,
Elvis
we
went
all
there.
know
It's all
that.
about
and,
Neville.
and as far as Harry goes, that's fine. That's Harry.
Also,
we're
in
talking
Harry's,
about me.
in Harry's
here.
defense, because he was marked by the Dark Lord, the Sorting Hat would have sensed that and want to put him in Slytherin anyway.
Yeah.
Have you read the new one?
Yes.
No.
No. So
Cursed
that
Child?
yeah, his son is
Slytherin? Yeah,
Yeah.
it makes sense.
Yeah. Yeah, we all saw that.
Makes
coming.
sense.
Yeah, he
A
hangs
mile
out
away.
with he hangs out with
Draco's boy?
Draco's
Yes,
boy
Draco's
and,
son.
Yeah.
and all that. Yeah.
Yeah.
No, it makes sense.
I haven't finished it yet. Still reading through it, but
No, I read it.
yeah.
Spoilers.
So
Yeah, that's not a whole lot of spoilers.
How long's the book
No,
been out?
I haven't read it.
It's been out for like a year.
year,
At
yeah.
least.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Any Harry Potter fan that would have read the books would have already read it by now.
I
A
would
year
think
is
so.
way beyond
haven't
spoiler
read it.
territory.
I
Yeah.
agree.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
I
And
agree.
Oh,
we're not
well,
talking. We're talking about
unless you're
nothing.
lax.
That's like in the first
Yeah,
chapter.
I was about to say,
Like
yeah,
first
this
few
isn't anything
I'm
that
just
isn't
hesitant
already
about reading
known.
a story
No,
that's
no.
written
I'm-
as a screenplay instead of a story.
It was
Yeah,
actually
it
pretty
was a
good,
little-
though.
it was
I
a
mean,
little awkward
if
to
you've
get started,
read screenplay
but once you
plays
start getting into it, then
or
you-
done any theater,
you
you
completely
you can get
ignore
back
it.
into the vibe.
Yeah, it's similar.
Okay.
It's just different
Yeah,
structuring. That's
yeah.
all it is.
Right.
You
And it does take a
completely
little
ignore it.
bit to get to. I mean, like the first chapter or so, but after that, you're fine.
Yeah.
so
Again, it all comes out fine in the end.
yeah.
It's even more fun to read it
And
to my
on
kids.
that note,
So the first 7 books,
Uh-huh.
7.5, whatever you want to
Yeah,
call
yeah.
it.
yeah.
We do all recognize that Harry Potter is not the main character, right?
Oh, absolutely.
Right.
Are we talking about the mind bomb that it's about
Snape.
Snape?
Yeah, that it's actually a book all about Snape.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what
Okay.
the Slytherin say.
Well, that is
Well,
what
of
the Slytherin
course.
would
It is
say.
such a Slytherin thing.
Well,
Yeah.
It is a fan theory.
who here read the last book and went, and
thought it was
got
about
to that
Lovegood.
Snape resolution scene and went, all right, well, and then probably Harry's going to do something with Voldemort. Maybe Expelliarmus, I would think, but I don't even need to worry about that. I'm just kind of skimming at this
I think
point.
maybe you're just
there it
focusing
went.
on Slytherin.
Yeah, I don't know. I was sorted after I read through all the books.
Well,
I didn't know. I was like,
But
who knew?
just because you didn't know doesn't mean that you
I was about to
It's
say,
true.
didn't you do Pottermore one night when we sat down to do a fantasy
earlier
weekly
this year? Yeah.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
in a fantasy weekly, you'd heard about it, and then we got
Yeah.
he on his phone. He took the test and got sorted.
See, there you go.
It was all kinds of a thing.
Yeah.
But so that whole, yay, Gryffindor, yay, Slytherin, yay, it's about Harry. No, it's not. Reread the series and from the point of view of Snape, and you would go, holy shit.
Actually,
It's
I
all
think the whole
kinds of
series is about Neville. So
Well,
Neville is the chosen one,
I think
yeah.
Neville is the chosen one, and I
Right.
am very saddened that I did not hear at the very end, and here he comes, and Voldemort and the thing, and Neville goes, Harry, have a seat.
yeah,
I got this.
Wait, what?
I got this,
got
bro.
you.
Like, dude, I got
Time
this.
for Neville to Mighty Mouse
but
that
I'm
shit.
the I'm the chosen one. No.
Here I come
No, no,
to
no,
save
no.
the day.
Who took the sword of Gryffindor and chopped off
That's all right.
Nagini's head? That's all I'm saying.
Right?
Yeah.
Well, and he should have been like, and Harry was like, but I'm the Jew. I got the lightning bolt.
Yeah, whatever.
And
shut
the
up.
thing, and he'd be like, yes, you
Yes,
were
you're
what's
a whore.
called a red herring.
Yes, you're a Horcrux. Deal with it, Harry.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was about to say you're a Horcrux. That's
Yeah.
your
You're what?
relevance.
Yeah.
You're a whole crux.
What?
Harry.
Spoilers? What?
Oh yeah, spoilers.
Yeah.
Big spoiler alert.
Right.
Harry's a Horcrux.
And the notion there is you're what we call a distraction crocs. Get out of the way, Harry.
Yeah.
And I was waiting for, wait, what? Really? It is about Neville? Because seriously, I was like, Neville's the chosen one. And it never kind of, I was like, oh.
He was the one that pulled out the sword. Yeah.
Yeah.
If I remember correctly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You know
and
what I
he killed
noticed?
he killed the snake.
Killed the snake.
So far, at least, I haven't read it, finished the book, but the new play, I've noticed that no one even talks about Neville.
That's a shame.
Yeah.
That is a shame.
I'm trying to remember.
He's totally
It's-
ignored.
Especially, he
remember.
was
It's
the
been a
one
while.
that kept that underground resistance all together, except
Exactly.
them training in the defense
Yeah.
against the dark
Yeah.
arts.
Well,
Yeah.
he
Yeah,
and,
Dumbledore's
and
army.
Ginny,
While Harry
Ginny
was off
Weasley.
doing-
Yeah, Weasley.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Ginny.
Mhm.
Ginny's
I know. Doesn't
way
he
better.
take over
Yeah.
as herbology teacher?
Yes, he does become
Yes,
an
he
herbology
does.
Yeah,
teacher.
but like
Yeah.
that's they get completely ignored mostly. I mean, it's like
That's
everybody's
true.
like, oh, hero Harry, hero.
Yeah,
you know.
and then they're just like, oh, and then there's Neville.
yeah.
And then here's Neville keeping Hogwarts safe while you're out on your stupid Horcrux
Exactly.
adventure.
While
Yeah.
Harry's off doing
While you're
whatever.
playing around in
Woods.
tents.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Right.
no, that's cool. Well, I'll handle
Yeah.
the Death Eaters. It's all right, man.
Yeah.
You go do your
You
thing.
go.
Absolutely.
Because the whole Harry thing, wandering through the woods
And
and
Umbridge.
doing,
Ugh.
doing
Ugh,
all of
Umbridge.
that. Everybody said,
You
oh,
had to bring Umbridge into it, didn't you?
I did. I'm sorry.
Can I just
Thank
say, the scene with the centaurs was a very good comeuppance for her.
Yes, it was.
Absolutely.
Very much
Yes,
so.
she got carried away
Yes.
by centaurs.
Yes, that's it. She got carried away.
You know, I've seen movies that start like that.
There we go.
Hi, Scott.
Hi there. Alrighty
See,
then.
aren't you glad we did this behind
I'm
the mask
very
on this
glad we
topic?
did
This is awesome.
fantastic.
Yeah. So Harry went off and did his thing, and they said it was very stress filled.
Oh, yes.
And they said it was very heaving for that it was there was a lot of pressure on him. All I can basically say is it was intense.
Oh.
Like having sex on a camping trip.
It
Yeah.
was intense.
Yeah, it was intense.
Yeah,
Yes,
very
it
much
was,
so.
yes,
Absolutely.
very much so.
Yeah.
While Neville was doing the heavy lifting back at
No shit.
Hogwarts, making sure that
Making
shit
a
went
resistance
down.
And,
Putting
and,
the
and
smack
let us,
down.
let us just say that Harry and others started Dumbledore's army under the watch of Dolores Umbridge, which no doubt was difficult and dangerous and all that shit. Neville did the resistance underneath active Death Eaters.
Yeah.
And did so and got beaten for it and kept doing it.
Yep.
Yeah.
I mean, that's the shit right there. Pardon
I- I-
bad
I-
word.
no, you're
but
fine.
Yeah, but still.
No. The answer there is I've always not. It was book 3 when I really started to dislike Harry, and I was like, okay, move along. And then when I had the revelation about Snape, and then Neville being the actual, I was like, wait, hold on, these two are the same. Oh, so Harry's a distraction, and was really waiting. So then I read it purely for Neville and Snape, and it was a whole other set of books. So it was
So did you just get tired of reading about Harry at one point? And you're like,
Yeah.
what's Snape and Neville doing?
yeah, when it was like the last thing, when it was like, oh, Expelliarmus, and then the thing, and then they're on the platform at the thing with him and her
yeah.
and her and him,
Yeah.
and I'm going, who cares?
Right.
I was like, the story ended like 50 pages ago. What is wrong with you people? And it was like, oh, and then they all live happily ever after. It would. That's what a Horcrux does after he peaks.
Exactly.
And we're done here. I mean, it was horrible. I was like, all right.
Yeah.
I had no love for Harry.
Yeah.
I was just like, oh, the boy who lived. Shame
See,
that, huh?
I hate Warner Brother cartoons. You hate Harry Potter. Both unpopular opinions.
No, I love Harry Potter because Snape is amazing. It's actually Harry that I don't like.
That's what I said.
Oh,
You
okay.
hate Harry Potter.
Yeah.
Specifically.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Right.
him specifically.
Yeah.
Are you saying you hate the Warner Brother, like the
Uh-oh.
Batman
Oh,
from
you
the
missed
90s?
all that.
Yeah, he was.
No, I'm talking about
No,
like
just
the
the old
school
Roadrunner
classics.
Coyote.
Oh, okay,
Looney
okay.
Tunes.
Well,
yeah, Looney Tunes.
You have to Looney Tunes
Yeah, Looney
category.
Tunes.
Okay,
Yeah.
because there's a large
Yeah.
cartoon category.
Yeah, no, it's
Yeah,
it's
yeah,
specifically
there is
the
a
Looney
lot.
Tunes.
Batman from the 90s.
Oh,
Yeah.
geez, Batman
Version.
animated.
Yeah.
Let's go.
Oh my
Yeah.
goodness.
Oh yeah.
Oh man.
Oh.
It was good stuff. And when he started with, I don't like Warner Brothers, and I immediately went, wait, like The Matrix?
No,
Yeah.
it's the
Warner
Warner
Brothers.
Brothers. The Looney
I was
Tunes.
like, wait,
I don't like the Looney
Michael
Tunes.
Keaton Batman? Like, wait,
Like,
what are
wait,
we talking about
all of
here?
the Harry Potter films?
Yeah.
Right?
All of them.
Looney
Nice,
Tunes
nice callback.
sucks.
Bring us back to where we were.
Yeah.
Very
Exactly.
good.
Nice, nice tie-in.
Circle around.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Very good time.
Segway tours will be given daily.
Exactly.
Thank you.
Awesome.
Good old Universal.
Good
And
play.
we're walking.
Do we have anything else to contribute to this behind the mask before we sign off?
And we're walking. And we're
And
walking.
we're walking.
And we're walking. Okay, very
All
good.
right.
If you're
All
walking,
right.
you're not on a Segway. What are we doing?
And we're
on that
segueing.
note-
And
And
We're
we're
rolling.
segueing.
We're
We're
rolling.
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 Well, then I would
rolling.
like to
Hayden.
say a very special thank you to our 3 guests, Michelle and David and Caleb. Thanks
Well,
for
thank you.
Rico
filling
does
in.
not like musicals.
Oh, no.
Seriously?
So
What's
we
wrong
can't
with you?
sing
No, okay.
on the podcast.
I don't
No
like
singing.
when
Seriously?
podcasters start breaking out in song on the podcast. I don't have a
Right,
problem
I'm
with
okay with
musicals.
it. I'm okay
Oh,
with
okay.
it if they're professional musicians.
None of
Like-
them are.
No, there are. There are.
No.
Rain and
Not
wind
here.
and
This
weather,
group,
Not this group.
none of them are.
and full leather.
Well, that would be
Hello.
that would be
So-
accurate.
My gal was by my side. Ah, Garland!
So Rico is the disgruntled king from Monty Python.
Yeah.
No singing.
Uh-oh.
Just Scott knocking up over all of his water.
Yeah, well.
At least it didn't pour out on the
Yeah, we're-
electrical.
Yeah, that
thank
would've
God for
sucked.
lids.
We're recording. Give us a
Yeah.
couple minutes. Yeah.
Sorry about that. My apologies. Sorry. I'll bring us back. I'll edit that.
You sure?
This is why we can't have nice things.
No,
This
no,
is
no.
why
editing.
we can't. Oh, did
This
I pull
is,
that
This
over?
is the back.
You
you
did.
did.
You pulled that
What
over.
you call this?
Totally.
Behind the scenes?
You
Behind the
knocked
mask?
Behind the
Behind the
mask.
mask.
So we
Behind
don't
the
need to
mask.
edit that.
Yeah, it's behind the mask. So
right.
that's where the talent of gaming with Scott.
And Rico got saved because I was about to burst out into song, or at least encourage the group to do so.
Nope.
Absolutely.
Nope. I would take my
Seriously?
headset off and walk away.
We were going to sing Rawhide,
Just
and
walk
that was
away.
a terrible thing.
Yeah, you don't need that.
Oh, that's kind of how that works now. All right.
But wait a minute, Rawhide, isn't that what happens in the Slytherin party?
Okay,
It
we're
is.
back to that
Sorry.
again.
It is.
Yeah.
That's at the end of the night.
Yeah.
I said
Yeah.
thank you to our special guests.
Yes, thank you. Thank you for having us.
He goes over here going, I've already said thank you to our
Nope, we're still whipping.
I said
I
good day,
think
sir.
I think we need to go hang out with the Gryffindor.
day, sir.
We need to go hang out with the Gryffindor and go have some beers.
And that's
See, that's what I'm looking forward to,
that's
is
what
going
we're
to have
getting
some
ready
lunch
to
and
do
have
here.
some beers because
There
I
you
didn't
go.
get breakfast.
All right.
Already.
And I am
Thank
hangry.
you.
No, I got
one
some
meal
nice
today.
loggers I can
That's all
bring to
you
the
need.
Slytherin party later.
Yes. I'll bring the whips.
All right,
I'll bring the
so,
chips and the
Dragon
dips.
tail?
I guess
Nice.
I guess that'll do
And the
us
bride's bouquet.
for this episode
I think
of
that-
Man in the Mask.
Thank
I mean,
you.
if the ladies want to list out what sort of bondage gear they would prefer.
You know, they
Oh, yes,
are
please
more
do.
than welcome to, and
I'm-
I'm going to go get lunch, and then somebody else will have to wrap this stuff up.
Oh, well, then I guess we'll wrap it up right now.
All right.
Ladies and
Oh,
gentlemen.
yeah, now that
we
there's
think-
physical work involved,
Rico,
now
you're
it's
not
We
like,
can bring it all up
later.
later.
If you'd rather,
Right,
if you'd rather eat than hear us list off our bondage
no,
preferences.
Where's
I,
your
I
lunch?
didn't
Okay.
have breakfast.
Oh my
it
gosh.
was-
I have not had breakfast
Way
either.
past
nor
lunch.
brunch, nor lunch. I've even missed 11sies.
Yes.
I'm a terrible
Oh,
hobbit today.
dang it.
Now
She's
you
hoping for her
do
one
realize
meal.
that there are a certain group of ladies who, when they are hungry, it's for pretty much everything, not just for just, you know.
Absolutely.
All right,
Sausage.
I don't care because I'm going to go have beer.
He's like,
I
I'm
don't
gonna get
care what
lots
you're
of
hungry
beer.
for.
Boy,
See, that's
single-minded
also
much.
skirting the dangerous line of hangry.
Yeah, I'm getting that. There's a little bit. He said that once already, and I was like, I
We're
don't
getting
really
angry.
think that. And now I'm reconsidering. I think that maybe just a
Yes.
little.
Yeah.
It gets
Not a
dangerous.
bad
Well,
thing.
I want to say thank you to you guys for having us on.
Oh, man, I'm
was
glad I
awesome.
ran into you guys this morning.
This is
Yes.
so
Yeah,
fun.
it's
We're
been
very
awesome.
glad.
This wouldn't
Wonderful.
have been a successful first recording without guests.
Well,
has
we
been
look
super
forward to
fun.
seeing you guys around
Totally.
today and at HoosierCon and at InCon and whatever con you come to.
We'll be at Starbase Indy, I think,
Starbase Indy.
also.
Isn't that
There you go.
November?
Rock
yes,
on.
Thanksgiving.
Yeah, Thanksgiving
Excellent.
weekend.
Oh, it's
Excellent.
wonderful. All right, well, for GenCon50, we're loving it out, opening like this. It's been a very good morning. It's been a very good day. Once again, we're on the corner of Capitol and Maryland.
Capital, Maryland, right by the
Down
big
here,
picture windows. Can't
right
miss
in
us.
the Good Morning America window. You can't miss us. You'll hear us at the very, very least. We have the giant speaker now. So that's all good. We thank you for stopping in, and as always, you'll hear from us real soon. Bye.
Bye, everybody.